Hey guys, coming to you with a little bit of a Nitro video. Sorry about the echoey audio in the small room. Okay, so this is going to be about possibly if you want to get rid of your release cap and you don't want to have that on there. So this will allow you to fill your tank up without doing anything but basically taking off your filler cap, fuel it up, put the cap back on, pinch the line, put the cap back on, and go fly. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and you basically run you're running your pressure nipple like you would on the old school setup with no pump, 5 or 6 inches of fuel line, run around whatever you need to get basically a longer to keep the temperatures away, but run it to where you can get to where your T line is or your filler line, and you're going to run another check valve. Now this check valve is turned in the other direction to where it's blocking the muffler pressure from coming into the tank. So what you have is the whole time you're running, you're building up some pressure, which is 2 to 3 psi before the check valve will release. And as you are on the throttle, the pressure that's coming back out of this line towards the check valve can go towards the muffler, but only when your muffler pressure is low, like when the throttle is lower. So it's basically keeping it more of an even pressure when you need it. So you won't have like the black nitro, which is why I did this, and the crack in nitro. You'll have your tank swelling way out and it's excessive pressure. And when that happens, you end up with the diaphragm, when it's opening and shutting, momentarily really fast, your pressure's higher. So you're actually later on your flight, when the pressure builds, you're getting excessive fuel that you really don't need. It's actually changing your tune as you fly. And it's noticeable from what I've seen anyway, it feels that way. So to keep the pressure standard, at an even rate or a fairly even rate the whole flight, if you do this, it equalizes it better. And you can actually fill the line and your pressure escapes to the muffler as you fill. And if you need to pull fuel back out, the pressure will be sucked from your crankcase as it would when it's running to refill the volume in the tank with air. So either way you go, you don't need to unhook anything anymore except your fuel line, just to fill. And it's a simple mod, ran better, like both the 105 did, a few tanks, 3 or 4 tanks with that, and a few tanks with this also. 2 different fuels, nothing any different than any other normal flight, except for later on the flight, the motor seemed to run actually more consistent and better without highs and lows or looking like the pump was sticking or doing anything weird. I think it's a win-win either way. It's something simple, not a big deal, but then at the same time, it's pretty cool because you can actually stop doing another routine to fill your tank up and fly. So let me know what you think about this and give it a try, but it's, try it on your own to see what happens, but, at your own risk, obviously. So let me know what you think.